Hey guys, I'm Spradling here. Welcome to the Q&A special video. For me achieving 1,000 subscribers. I want to say thank you all so much for that. And what's going on with this? So now here's what we're gonna do. And well, first of all, I do want to say you guys may have put a bunch of comments from my videos, mostly from my videos, then shorts of my posts. So I did count them totally, and there was a total of 40 comments. So I'm gonna do this separately. Like, what I mean by that is, I'm gonna start off with the comments from my posts, then the comments from my shorts, and then my videos. Because, like I said, my videos have more comments than my shorts and posts. So I'm gonna start with the posts first. I'll start off with the comments from my posts. So Smart Russ Man says, could beat 1,000 10 years old. I'm not sure what you meant by that. Last time I checked, my channel is like 7 years old, so I just got 1,000 subscribers before I even got 10. So, unless you're saying that, I'm not sure what you meant by my channels being 10 years to hit 1,000. So, okay, Real Fin Egg says, Q&A, destroy Thomas. Okay, here you go. Wait, what? No. I mean, to be fair, the comment did not specify which type of Thomas we're talking about, because what you saw is just from Roblox. And I'm not sure you count all my trained toy Thomas if you meant, but I mean, that's something, man. At least I destroyed Thomas, pretty much. Right. Okay, this one's a big one. Sorry I might say your name wrong, but D Trill says, Q&A. What was the first thing that traumatized you when you were little? What locomotive when you decard to make into a wheels accurate narrow gauge locomotive with a moving driving wheel? And how would you change Edward's strike out? Would you make him stay as his own character, or change him to someone else like James, for example? Well, that's at least 3 questions in that one. All right, so first of all, the traumatized one. I guess the one thing that traumatized me is a little was needles. Well, or more like shots from a doctor, like, you know, like when you gotta check up and at the end you get like a shot. And as a kid, I was frightened with them. I mean, there was a time I was put in a fight and they held me down when they did the shot. I did not like it. And I can say that's the only time I felt traumatized as a kid. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. As for the second one of me remaking an accurate narrow gauge locomotive with a moving driving wheel, that one I'm not sure, but I guess that could be a video for another time. We'll see on that one. And the last one. Now that's an episode Edward Strike Out. That one I've not seen before. Sorry guys, I'm gonna watch the video and watch that episode and give my honest opinion on that. Sorry guys, it's been a while since I've seen the episode, so I did have to rewatch it. So I guess I can understand where people think of that it's combat, and to me it was okay, I guess, but I can see why you want to, like, how I changed the episode. Well, I guess first I should make Edward at least less manipulable, like how Gorden says about Rocky not being useful and all that, and have Edward sort of corrects him and tell him that he's wrong about that. Or better yet, I guess I could just have the episode be involving a different character, like with James. Like in that comment, for example, I guess I could use James, or maybe someone like, well, let's say it's Gorden the one who said that Rocky ain't useful. I think he should be the one who should at least, I feel like it could be like his episode, like, or something. I don't know. Then again, it could give me an idea how can I rewrite the whole episode, or how I would think it would go. Then again, we'll see about that one also. Alright. This is the last comment from the post. Faith the Yoshi says, here's my question. Can you try to beat Fnaf 4 in Roblox in one try? If you don't beat it, this okay. That's okay. I did play Fnaf 4 like a while ago. Like I did play. The far as I got is at least till Fnaf till night 3, and I tried to do part 2 of it with the 3am video I made. But you said try doing it with one try. Maybe. We'll see about that. Alright, now I'm going to read the comments from my shorts. And, oh, by the way, I'm only counting the shorts and videos from only the ones that had my Q&A ad, like from either from the start of the video or so in the description. Just to make it less easy for me. To make it more easy for me. Alright, this one's from my Q&A ad, the short. And Smart Rushman did say, hi. Well, Smart Rushman, hello. Alright, now there's a comment from my, while I was eating the Bounty Bundle meal, and Jackson Lendum B51 says, keep up, man, you doing great. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Okay, next one goes from someone comment from my World Cup McDonald's meal, and Lucas, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but Lucas says, yo, are you ready for Germany versus I don't know what I said, so, but I feel like you're talking about the World Cup, is what you're saying. That I'm not sure, and for the records, guys, I don't watch sports at all. I'm more like but I am willing to play sports. Like, my motive is I'd rather play the sport than watch the sport, because watching sports, it just bores me. So yeah, so I'd rather just play the sport than watch the sports, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, that I'm not sure. Right, now, someone commented from my KFC Supergirl meal, and Carlos Musu says W. So I guess it means a W meal or something, and I would agree on that. Alright, now someone commented from my coloring broomstick Thomas and Friends shorts and that's weird says nice. Thank you for that. Thank you. And I did a good job on that drawing. Now this one's from a recent short I made from me unboxing the 2026 Gorden, and it's from the same guy. That's weird says cool. And I agree, that Gorden do look cool. Right. Alright, now we're just going to read the comments from my videos. And one thing I want to bring up before I start reading them, I'm only going to read only the comments and not the replies. Because in my videos, there are like a bunch of replies from the comments, so I'm only going to read the comments. Because it would be way longer if I also read the replies, so yeah. Alright, we're starting off with the first one this is the comment from my Monster House video. And Jamal 37345 says, the editing is so good. Thank you for that. I appreciate it, man. Okay, this is we got a comment from my Escape from Elberr video, and Cola Break says cool video. Thank you. Thank you for that. Now we're down to the comments from my restored Gorden video, and there's a bunch of them. So let's do this. Alright, Scrappy at Trains says, is the face is still going to be better? And he also showed a timestamp to where I was spray painting Gordon's face white. Well, by the looks of it, I think the results were pretty good. I mean, okay, Thomas and Franz Arnold 9502 says, why does this feel like a real surgery? I guess kind of is for trains. I mean, it's more. I'm basically repairing him, so it's practically. I mean, I also using a new body and decals for him, so I guess you could say it kind of like surgery, yeah, sort of. Jin Dinson says, "Sun fading is the worst." And sorry if I say your name wrong, but yeah, sun fading is gotta be worse. I mean, when I got Gorden, he does look like he came from like a beach or something. Like someone like left him in the beach. All right, Owen A P3D says that was Henry's cold load at the start. Well, yeah, cause here's the thing. I did bought Gorden from eBay, and it did come with like the wrong type of cold cover. It was Henry's, not like Gorden or anything. So I did have to get one that fit Gordon's tender. All right. David E2P says, "You, Gorden, look better than the original one." Yeah, because I actually agree on that. After all, I did show the before and after how he looks before the way he looks right now with the repair I made. And he does look a lot better than he was before. Okay, one Dinson says, "Really cool stuff. Thank you." Alright. It's Minline says, "Very nice display of work." Thank you on that. Alright, ooh, this one actually is more of a question. Go to says, I'm kind of confused. Is the new body a 3D print or a white printing Astra you had? Okay, well, here's the thing. Yeah, so here's the thing. It is a 3D printed, which you all may wonder how did I get it? I got it from eBay. From sellers sell this Tommy Gorden 3D printed shell. Comes with a tender and coleslaw, whatever. So yeah, I bought that a way to restore Gorden. Alright, and there's another comment about the decals, but we'll get to that later. Simpanort says, "This is a great video. I hope I would love to see more like this one day." Well, there actually will be in the future. After Gorden, I did work on some other customs, and I also did make my own custom of Old Shape Henry, which that will be a video for another time in the future. So yeah, you will be getting more of those. Alright. Arjupai says, "Where do you get the decals?" Alright, this is the question from her. This is the question I just said earlier. But I bought the decals from eBay as well. Like if you look up like Gorden decals or Gorden 3D printed shell, like they're on eBay. Like and that's how I got them to restore Gorden. Alright. Froster brand says, "What are you going to do about the wiring?" Okay, yeah. Okay, now that's a question I was aware they're gonna answer. Someone's gonna ask me that. And there's another question and there's someone else that pretty much asked the same question, which is Sir 9065 says, "Dude, you forgot the rewire Gorden." Okay, so here's the thing. Sorry guys, I did have to bring Gorden for this to explain that. So okay, so first of all, I did not forget to rewire Gorden. I just choose not to. The reason because, well, one, you evolve in a tool, or one, you had to get like new wires and get like a wiring tool. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a soldering tool. You have to like soldering the wires together to the motor or whatever. But I choose not to because, one, it just seems a little hard for me to do. Two, the reason I choose not to is because I just don't mind him not work at all. Like, I just prefer him to just be a free realm train, like like him just moving around. And I do have and I do have other characters. I do have some French trains that don't work either, like James. Well, I think the only ones that do work are my Trapmaster Thomas and my Playboy Henry, which they're back there on that shelf there. So yeah, but I just don't mind them working at all. It's just, but at least they look cool. At least they look nice. At least they have a good display. At least they made them look good at least. And hey. And two things I want to let you guys know about, which I do appreciate you guys complimenting me with my content skills, but at the end of the day, I'm just an amateur, which I learned by tutorial videos or other people doing custom trains. So I just learned from that and just make my own. And another thing, another thing is, it's my custom. I can do what I want with it. If I don't want to rewire Gorden, then I just don't want to do that, at least. And plus, that's the reason why I did update the video description of Restore Gorden, where I had that note saying that it's not a tutorial, it's just a demonstration. But at least you're able to at least learn about this video, and you can use method that I use in this video to make your own custom or restoring characters or something. Yeah. So yeah, that's probably about it about those questions. Okay, next question. Held 2472 says, "Good job." Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Alright. The Rail Yard says, YK, you could have used hydrogen peroxide for the face right. So that, I don't know if that can work and all, but I think I did see a video where someone did use that method on the sun face, and it actually did work. Something like that. That's something I just didn't think of doing, because I just thought that would just ruin it or something. But I guess I know for next time, and maybe that could be a short or something. I want to test that method. But yeah, that's something I just didn't know, so I just went spray paint. So I thought I'd just simply repaint over it to some face. Thought that would fix that. So I guess either one we could do that. Either use repaint him or just use peroxide to fix him. Either one. Okay. This one's a long one. Kendux says, people like this are told. I have a 2003 Edward in great condition, but has a snapping wire. I don't have a soldering. I would burn myself if I got that. Failed that, man. And earlier I did explain myself why I did not rewire Gorden. And that could be one of the reasons. Yeah, because the soldering thing is like hot and will burn me, so one of the reasons why I don't. Okay, the last question for this video, Cheese4 says, was the original plastic for the body and cold cart unable to be saved? No, because when you're watching the video, while I was taking the old Gorden shell and tender off, you can kind of see it does the plastic was like crumbly, because the part where I was using that plier thing on the plastic, I had the trash can. While I was above the trash can, you can see how crumbly it felt. So yeah, there's no point in saving that. So I did get a new body for it, body tender for it. And as for the, alright, but that's all. Yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that the old body was uncensorable, so I did have to use a 3D printed for that. Right. Okay, now we're on the questions. Okay, now we're in the comments from my my 5 custom Trapmaster trains video, and there are at least 3 questions. There are at least 3 comments from the same creator, which is fourth lover of Thomas 84 says, great custom locomotive. Thank you on that. He also says, I have a question. Which locomotive in the video are powered? Which ones are unpowered? and he asked me again, saying, I was wondering which customs in the video are still motorized, but which ones are also non-powered. Well, that simple. Only like 2 locomotives do work, while the rest of them don't. Which is the only 2 were my Marfa character, which I basically my Tomy Emily that I custom still works, and the and Peter from Percy works either. The ones that don't work are my custom 14XX 101 class and the Jackson custom from my Trimaster Stanley. So yeah, only 3 don't work, only 2 do. Alright. Last question from this video. That's weird. Says, can you remove the Stanley saddle? I don't know what you mean by that. You talk about the. When I did take it apart, he does remove. The only thing that does remove is like his small box phase and like the watering tank. So that I don't know. That I don't think so on that. Alright, now we're on the questions from my Broomstick Thomas video. Or the comments from my Broomstick Thomas. Alright, Cartoon Boy says, this is a shockingly great custom. Great job, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Once again, sorry for saying your name wrong, but I'll show the comment anyways. But he says, just how is so great that I subscribe. Thank you. Appreciate it, man, for you subscribing. Alright, and for lover Thomas says, for love of Thomas 84 says, this is just phenomenal. Sorry guys, I'm dyslexic. In fact, I got other idiot murderized Thomas, so I might as well modify that into the 42 Broomstick Thomas. Well, I think you should. I think you could, or you could use some other Trimaster characters you could use. That depends. That look like depends what you think that works to make a custom like that. All right. EDA says, amazing. I could never make a custom like that. By the way, I subbed. Thank you. Appreciate you subscribing, EDA. Alright. This one's a long one also. Alright, Dieselworks 123 says, this is fantastic custom. The colors look spot on, and I love in her hand draw line and face. Really give it the handmade look of the Broomstick Thomas. Also, I noticed Thomas struggling uphill. Has driving axles may need to be flipped around. It sound and looks like the gears is backwards. Hope that helps. That could work. I mean, I might gonna try after this, so I'll let you know if it works. Alright. I'll apply it to that. I'll apply to your comments saying if it works or not. Alright. Blue Engine 91 says, I think if I got more 2026 Thomases, I might try this. I mean, you could if you want. Alright, the last one for that video. That's weird. It says, real ooh? Are you trying to say real cool? Because if so, you might make a typo because you forgot to add this C to the cool part. So, alright. That's all the questions from that video. Alright, this is the last question of this whole Q&A video, and it's from my Fnaf Pizza Party video. And last question is that Weird said, congrats. Thank you. Not sure what you congrat me for. Is the fact that I reached 1,000 or I'm turning 20 this year or something, but either one. I thank you. Appreciate on that, dude. Alright. Well, guys, that's the end of the Q&A video. And once again, I appreciate you all for me reaching 1,000 subscribers. It's been like 7 years since I've been on YouTube. Like, I started YouTube since 2009 of July 30. It's been 7 years since I finally reached 1,000. That's pretty crazy, guys. I never thought I'd gotten this far. So yeah, this is the end of the video. And let me know what else should I do. Well, I'm thinking about doing something for once I hit 2,000 subscribers. I'm not sure, should I just do a live stream or another Q&A video? I don't know. But we'll see how far I will go if I can reach 2,000. But we could do that by you guys like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. And yeah, this is Owen Spradling here, and I see you next time. Later.